there's a time for all the seasons. I'm gonna play some crazy stuff, warping up sideways on bookshelves. You could have also got up on the chandelier right here. And this guy, whenever I walked into the room, he walked out of the door. And so there was nobody in this room, but we're wanting to go outside that door. So depending on what's happening in the room, you should probably see 2 people in this room whenever you get ready to move. And so you'll see that he walks back in, and then it didn't take him long to do that either. But I turn around and look, here's this other guy in the room. So there's now 2 people in the room because there was one outside patrolling. So whenever they turn their backs, sneak out here, peek around because there's a soldier, but you can warp up onto the steps, not get caught. The best way forward is straight ahead. So nobody in this room. This is going to be a busy area. We're going to come back to this one. But first, we're going to jump over here to the apartment. And there's a satchel. We got to pick up. Do they call them satchels anymore? I guess most people would have probably said just, there's a bag. Alright, so maybe that isn't a satchel. Maybe I guess that was a bag. Because I think of satchels having like that hook or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so in this door, here is the statue of Delilah. This will give you an achievement.
Well, she's a bit of a bitch.
So that was pretty easy. There's also a rune in here if you want that, if you're into those. Really doesn't fancy me. Be careful, because I almost got caught right there. But outside of this room, I jumped up on this chandelier, and then I waited, and I waited. And what we're doing is, you could get this, here's, you need to get this guy's key off of him, or swap something out with him, so you have to get close to him. You can do it at any point when he's in the building, but the first time that I did this, it was rather easy because he was up on the top floor. So I waited till he walked up to the top floor. And I'm telling you, I had to wait a while. So I don't know. In your game, it may be completely different. But I bet, I know I waited at least 10 minutes because I cooked pizza rolls in that time. And it takes 9 minutes to cook those. And I had enough time to put them in the oven and take them out. Also did a little cleaning. And then he came in. But he came into this room, so this is actually the room you probably want to wait on him in. So that'll make it a lot easier for you. But anyway, we're going to jump down here. And thankfully, somehow he can grab stuff that's 10 feet away from him. But we've got what we need, so we're going to go ahead and jump and get the heck out of here. No need in playing around. Alright, now we're going to go back to the building that was right across from where I told you that this was going to be a busy location that we were going to come back to. And I did go ahead and save my game right there. Good appropriate place. You're safe. We've got to get into this room. And God, it took me so long to figure this out because it's like there's an arrow pointing at the desk, so I thought what I needed to get was at the desk, but actually it's in that chest right there. So we've got to wait on these 2 people to turn around where you can jump down and get in the chest. But yeah, God, I bet I replayed this section so many times thinking I was supposed to be grabbing something on the desk. Again, be careful. Don't get too excited whenever you grab something you need and you start running around. When you get to this point, we're going to try to jump all the way down to the bottom. Now, if you were to just jump off here, you would die. But what we're going to do is go ahead and use our blink ability, and I always survive using blink. Whenever I put it down. So, but you do have to wait for this guy to make sure that he's not anywhere near you. And also, just because you can blink and get behind him, he can still hear you if he's nearby. So wait for him to kind of get out of view before you go ahead and decide to do that. Because that got me caught a few times.
Look at this shirt. That's Tivian silk, I'll bet you.
There's your Tim's can afford nice things.
So this makes it really easy. We've got clear access to go ahead and drop off what we need to.
Anyone taken away with the sickness?
We ain't even got to really deal with anybody for a little bit here. We're gonna run back up to the street and come back in the same way that we originally went into the building, because now we've got to get back to the apartment. But just the way that the levels is laid out, I hope there wasn't a simpler way of doing it. I hope I didn't show you something where I was backtracking, but like it felt like that this is the route that we had to go, so we got to go back into this building. But this should look familiar. There's the guy we stole the stuff from. He's coming out here. He should be arrested, I believe. This should look familiar to you. I hope it does. If not, you've got a short-term memory problem. Or maybe it's long-term by now. I don't know, depending on how long it's been. I don't remember how long the short-term memory holds memory. It's not for very long. But I would say that there's some sort of mental issue if you don't remember doing this, because it just happened. Alright, so here we are. We are wanting to get back to the apartment. And I couldn't tell if he was, which direction he was going to look. So I'm just being a little extra careful. And at this point, there's a cabinet. And in this room, I guess he jiggles it with his mind. In this room, there's a rune and a few other things that you can pick up, but I'm just going to go ahead and head on out. Again, I'm not going for all that extra stuff. I'm just showing you how to get through the main missions as quickly as possible. By the way, everybody, happy 420. And if it's not April 20th, the day that you're watching this, well, there's at least 2 420s every single day, so there you go. So now we just have to get to this this chick out here, which this part can be a little tricky depending on, again, where the people are. So you'll see right here, that light shining actually does kind of make it a little difficult to see the people, but there's a guy right here, and I had to wait a bit for him to kind of clear out. And see, they never did, I guess, put that back in there. I guess that's a good thing, because I don't know how I would have gotten out if not, but either way, be careful. Again, I waited for that train to come through, and then I went on ahead and blinked, and that way everybody's a little distracted. That guy almost saw me. And those guys are creepy, but almost doesn't count. So now we just got to go down here, and we are ready and raring to go to the next mission. So everybody, I would appreciate it if this video helped you out in any way whatsoever. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know. That helps other people see it, and also share it in forums or anywhere else that you find that they're looking for this type of stuff. Eminent domain is over with. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I appreciate you watching.